morning, Flosstube. It is the 8th of August. Welcome to my Flosstube world. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I seem to have had a lot of new subscribers, so thank you for joining me, and thank you for my existing subscribers. So I really appreciate everybody that's coming to watch my videos. So this is a WIP update. I think it is update 25. I could be wrong. I'm known to be wrong. So the first piece I'm going to show you today is my Bella Filipina Greta Gold Broom. And can I show all of it? So that is what I've done so far. She's on a 16 count, hand dyed by me fabric, and I should be showing you now. Actually, if I show her over here, I should be showing you of what she'll look like here somewhere at the same time. So I still have quite a lot of stitching to go. I will show you a before and after picture as well. So how I am doing this piece, excuse my hair, I'm getting it cut this afternoon. It's been a slight delay on that because of my cough that I had. I didn't want to go anywhere until I got rid of that. So how I was doing this piece was I had in markup, and I was getting, it's really slow. I find it personally myself, find it really slow to mark off on markup. And it wasn't a piece that I really wanted to stitch on. Excuse me. So there's 2 ticks on it as well, and I couldn't tell the difference between the 2 ticks, and I think the reason for that is my MS brain. It just couldn't see the difference between them. So the 2 ticks is, one is for white in the dress, and the other one is for the green around the greenery along here. Excuse the way I'm holding it. So I had concerns over how I was doing it, and I thought markup was a really good choice because I thought it was able to pick which tick, but no, it couldn't either. So you still had to be able to distinguish the ticks yourself to be able to select what colour it was. So I didn't find it any easier. So in the end, I put it in Pattern Keeper yesterday. So here is the before and after picture. And it said, for my first day, it told me in markup that I'd only done 800 stitches for the day, and then I put in Pattern Keeper and marked off the same stitches, and it told me I'd done 1186 stitches. So there you go. So my next piece I want to show you, and I haven't got a before picture, so hopefully I am going to show you on Good Nights if I can. No, it's not in there. Maybe I put in Good Reader. Okay, let's technical difficulties. Just a minute. Helps if you look in the right thing. So my next piece, try and not get the glare from the windows. Wow, that's really hard. I don't normally use my tablet. This is the Dark Queen of Earth, and I have done a few different things. I haven't done the corners on it up here, and I didn't do, boy, this is hard to show on a tablet. I didn't do the wee bits like the wee bits of like mushrooms or lichens or whatever on the trunk either. So this is the Dark Queen of Earth. So this is my Dark Queen of the Sea. Try not to get the glare. As you can see, I didn't do all the back stitching on the tentacles. I put a sticker on her because she's not PG appropriate. And I didn't do the corners. I didn't do as much beading as it called for either, because the called for beads that they had, because once again I dyed my own fabric, I very much got lost in it. So with it being opalescent, I didn't feel that it really needed it. So I didn't do it. So for my Dark Queen of Earth, I'm not sure I'll do as much back stitching or the beading as it's called for. So I have finished the stitching portion. So here she is, the stitching portion that I'm going to do, I should say. So I finally finished the face. She'll be a lot better once I do some back stitching. I hate doing fractionals, especially on Ada. So this is 16 count. I will insert a picture here, hopefully, of what she's meant to look like. This if you do it this way. So also her legs have a lot of back stitching on them. I'm not sure I'm going to do it, to be fair. Doesn't help the way I'm holding it. Her skirt portion, I'll do her legs. I'll define her legs the way that they have. Sorry, Coco playing. But I'm not sure I'm going to do all the rest as far as just the bottom of the dress part. I am going to very much pick and choose. So this is the finish for now, and then I'll do the beading and the back stitching later. But I'm really happy with her. I'm very happy with her face and her horns or tree limbs or whatever you want to call it growing into the ring. And I absolutely love those orbs. I think those orbs are just absolutely stunning. And I just did lumps on the tree on that side instead of the lichen or whatever you want to call it, just because I just didn't really like it so much. So that was my second piece for the week, and I should have a before and after picture here. It should be several pictures, because on average I do 1,000 stitches a day. Some days, like if I'm doing a video, I'll do a few less stitches. I might do 600 stitches for the day, but predominantly I do 1,000 stitches a day, so that's about 7,000 stitches a week, sometimes a wee bit more. But yeah, I was very happy with my progress. I did this video today because I have done 6, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 projects this week already. So I decided to do a video. My next piece is my mini butterfly effect, and this is a piece that I pick up every week. because I want to have it finished by the end of the year. It is a Heaven and Earth design. It is by Kate Powell. It's a mini piece. I will add a picture in here now of what it will look like. Really happy with it. I put it on a hand-dyed fabric by Paddock Lane Design called Summer Breeze. It's a 24 count, and I'm at, excuse pack threads, actually I don't think it matters where I put them, they're a pain, because I do pack, but I have most of her hair done now. I have about 4 colours to go, but most of it has been confetti, a lot of confetti for her hair. I think I did 1100 odd stitches, but wow, it took me a lot longer than I ever thought it would to try and get as much of her hair and her face and try and get that area filled so I can move the fabric on the Q-snap up and then I can concentrate on her back and the butterflies, the more exciting bit. But her hair is stunning. Really happy with it. As you can tell, I've left it in the Q-snap, but it's very loose because I'm working on it weekly. I did grid it with a friction pen, and in the next few days, as soon as I finish that bit of hair, I will remove the lines with a hairdryer. So that's my third piece. I make all my own bags, and I have 3D printed some with big tags so I can remember what's in them. My next piece is another piece that I work on weekly. I try and get 1,000 stitches in it. It is Cosmic Wolf by Pain Free Crafts, and to be honest, that is my favourite designer. It is by MJP, is the artist, I think. I haven't taken it out of the Q-snap. It's only a little tiny bit, and it's predominantly black that you can't see. So here is where I'm at. And I'm working on the wolf. So I'll show you a before and after. Hopefully I can actually put it above, maybe. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. A girlfriend asked me recently whether this piece has a lot of confetti in it, and I actually think all Pain Free Crafts do have quite a bit of confetti in it in certain areas, but other areas they have quite a bit of bulk in it. So I think it's a mixture. So I don't know. Because I do colour by colour, because I do cross country, I actually don't find the confetti a real issue for me personally myself. So this is 20 count, and it is 2/1 full cross, and I'm absolutely loving it. I love being able to loop start, and it's DMC. The mini butterfly effect is sexy. My last piece to show you is my daily 1 thread a day. And it is the piece that my daughter Stitch in Colours, and I'll have her link below, is working on it as well. So she started at the top left, top right, one of the top stitches. So she has got the top two pages rows across, page rows across done. and I have got the 2 pages at the bottom up done. Does that make sense? Sometimes what I think makes sense and what makes sense is MS brain. So so she's got the upper portion done and I've got the bottom portion done. Try and show this. So she is absolutely stunning. So this is Mira. This is Archer by Mira, Paint Food Crafts, and it's on a 25 count 1/1 full cross, and I think you'll agree she is absolutely stunning. She's one of my favourite pieces. If you see any lines down here, like down here, it is just from where the Q-snap was, because she has been in the Q-snap for the last week. There's no lines in her. She has just been sitting in the Q-snap. So what I do is I will show you a picture of what she'll look like here, and I will also show you of what I started with at the beginning of the week and what I ended up with at the end of the week. So I started at 50.52%, and I ended at 52%. This is 52%. I worked out that I need to do 768 stitches, I think, per week to the end of the year, this year and next year, to get her finished by the end of next year. So I'm working on this page at the moment. As you can see, I decided that I'm going to now start on these pages and work left to right, and then the last pages will be going right to left, and because I will have more bulk stitching at the top because there's a lot of is more sky. But very happy with her. It's meant to snow today. It looks like it will snow. I have been naughty again. I bought a couple of patterns in the last few weeks. I bought the Mermaids of the Seasons by Filipina. It is by Fiberlicious are selling it. It is a stitch along. Sorry about the glare. How can I get it? There. See, I'm not used to doing this. So I haven't ordered any of the threads or anything for this yet. I need to. Jess Stitching Colours, she's ordered the threads. I have to order the DMC because I think it starts on the 13th of September or 11th of September, somewhere like that. And I very much need to organise that and decide what fabric I'm going to use. I'll use the 16 count that I already have. I've got heaps of chromatic alchemy fabric, so I'll use one of them. Jess and I collaborated on thread drops and we made these mermaid tails. I don't know which is better to see it. So which were really cool. Jess has been playing around with the models, and she's even working out how to, for the stitch along, to get the numbers printed with on the 3D printer on the on as you print the thread drops instead of writing them on, but it's quite technical, and yeah, I wasn't even looking at doing that. So the thread drops are really cool, and so we have that for our for a stitch along, and I assume she'll sell them in her Etsy store once she has it all figured out for that. And the other thing I bought was a pattern from Stitching Jules Designs, and it's a haunted house. I will put the picture here, and I'm going to use the black silk that I dyed for that on some fabric that I dyed, some blue. And so I have decided on that. I'm not sure when I'll start that. I had my 20 count easy count Ada that arrived the other day to start All Hallows Eve, but I ordered CXC for that. I ordered all the threads, and I ordered double the threads because I don't know whether I will do 2/1 or I'll do 1/1, because Holly the cross stitch addict, somebody I watch on YouTube, she does 1/1 CXC and she likes the coverage, so I'll test that before I decide. And because it's got quite a lot of dark colours, I think I'll probably do 2/1, but it might be too thick, so we'll test that. And so I won't start that. I was hoping to start that shortly, but that may have to wait until next year, as I may be running out of time, because it may take too long for the threads to arrive, because they're coming from China. They haven't been sent yet, even packaged. Takes a while. So a giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure what to do. I want to give away a pattern, so I'm hoping that people will help me decide. Would you rather a Pain-Free Crafts pattern or a Heaven and Earth Designs? Or is there something else that you would prefer? So if you could comment below so I know which to do. So thank you very much for all the support. I never thought I would get 100 subscribers, let alone 1,000. So I really appreciate that. And to be honest, I'm overwhelmed. I just can't believe it. So I hope you all will support a few others that haven't quite got to the 1,000 subscribers, like Stitch and Colours, my daughter. She's at 870, so she's pretty close. And Case at Jeep Girl Stitches, she's pretty close as well. She's only a few subscribers away from being at the 1K, so I hope you'll go watch them as well, because that seems to be the milestone that everybody wants to, you know, really, it's that milestone that people try to achieve. Look, the sun's trying to come out now. So much for the snow. I'm really pleased that the weather is improving, because I have to go get my hair cut today, and I don't really want it to be really cold. Calves are starting to appear at the moment. Dave goes and picks up the first lot of calves for his calf sheds on Friday. Beside the point that he's still working at Point Estate, doing the break feeding and that he was meant to finish doing last week. And he's still doing it. And I said to him that today was meant to be his last day, and it has to be his last day because nothing is being done here. He is so behind in doing his calf sheds and things, and he is meant to start relief milking shortly, so he really needs to stop working at Point Estate. So yeah, it's a bit problematic, but I've been doing really well. I got over my hump from my infusion, being sick, and it seems to actually be working. I'm not falling over anymore, and my staggering, and I'm doing housework again. I think Dave was shocked this morning at 6:30. I vacuumed this morning. He was up, so I thought, oh well, I might as well vacuum since we're up. And I think, and I've done tea already this morning, so I'm getting a lot more organised, and I've stopped taking the sleeping tablets, and I'm still playing possum at night. I don't know if that's a term that anybody else uses, but we do. So I lie in bed and pretend that I'm sleeping and wait until the morning. Sometimes I do actually drift off to sleep eventually. I might have a couple of hours, maybe 3. But I think the rest is as good as anything. So yeah, that's why I get 1,000 stitches in every day. Because if you get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and your day starts then, the day's awfully long. So thank you very much. I will edit this and put it up. I don't intend to do weekly videos. I intend to do fortnightly videos. It's only this time because I finished my Dark Queen of Earth for now. And I don't intend to do the back stitching and beading for a few weeks. So, excuse me, that'll be one piece that I'll have finished. I also intend to have that Greta Goldbloom finished as well this year. So that's 2 pieces. I need to finish that year of stitches, so that's the 3rd piece. So I have decided I cannot have over 30 pieces in my WIP side. Coco's just playing below my tripod. So I can't have more than 30 pieces in my WIP rotation, as I think that means that they're not active then. That's how I feel. That's just my personal view. So if they're not active, that means I'm not working on them. And if I've spent all that money on the fabric and the threads, then they need to be active. I have lots and lots and lots in the cupboard that I haven't started, and I want to start, but there's no point having them started and not completed. So they can just sit in the cupboard and wait. So if I don't get them done, they can get passed on to Jess. and if she doesn't want them, she can pass them on to anybody that she wants in the future. So thank you very much for joining me. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye.